Somewhere in the Pacific Ocean, 80,000 tonnes of plastic floats. This toxic floating island is made up of 1.8 trillion pieces of plastic of all shapes and sizes. If you were to divide those pieces of plastic up between everyone in the world, we would each get 250 plastic pieces each.
What are nodals and what do they look like? They are small lentil-shaped pieces of plastic, and some can be more rounded than others. Nodals are microplastics. They range from a few millimetres in length to mere specks. Most you can see with the naked eye, but super small ones are only visible through a microscope.
What energy sources is Australia currently relying on? Well, in terms of our electricity generation, coal makes up about 75%, then gas, 16%, and hydroelectricity with 5%. Wind and sun then make up the remaining 4%. This reliance on fossil fuels, non-renewable fossil fuels, is causing incredible amounts of damage to our environment, our country, and our planet.
My name is Zoe, and today I'm going to be telling you about why we need to declare a climate emergency in our local councils. But before I do that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. So in October of last year, I joined the School Strike for Climate in South Australia, where I live, and helped organise the first school strike in November. In January of this year, I left the school strike and helped with the international team, helping to coordinate strikes in Europe, as well as Japan, India and Bangladesh. But more recently, I've been focusing back to Australia. I believe the only way to solve the climate crisis is to get local councils to declare a climate emergency.
I'm become involved in this in climate action over the last 2 or 3 or 4 years because it is going to pose an existential threat to our generation, those to come, and is, like Zal said, the people who've contributed the least to it are going to be affected the worst, such as Pacific Islanders, people in places such as Bangladesh, and yeah, so this is and recent studies have shown that we've got so little time to actually create change to get to zero emissions, and we just can't afford to mess around anymore. It's getting to a time of society.
So what can you do for declaring a climate emergency in your local council? So I created 5 easy steps. The first one is to create a group of dedicated individuals from your school and other schools in your local government area, like I did, and that have a common motive for climate action.
I'd like to talk about snacks. Finding snacks without packaging can be really hard since almost everything comes in packaging. People can buy big packages of snacks and put them in containers so that there's less plastic going to waste. And the government can make companies put their packaging in cardboard boxes and tin foil. Furthermore, businesses can make larger packages and recyclable packages cheaper. The government could offer incentives to businesses to help them to be more environmentally friendly.
So I grew up surrounded by the Yarra State Forest, about 15 minutes from Warburton. I used to climb mountains, go hiking with my family, ride dirt bikes up the fire lines with my brother, and just really frolic in the majestic mountain ash, the tallest flowering trees in the entire world, and really enjoy the beauty of the bush. I remember the first time I came across a clear-felled logging coop. It was about 3 kilometres from my home and I was 14 years old. Seeing the destruction of the most beautiful habitat actually led me to the path that I'm currently on, which is studying environmental law.
To get to school, I ride my bike to the end of my road, I walk, and then I catch a bus to the school. This takes about an hour. I do this Monday to Friday every week. Now one day, not a special day or any particular day, as I was riding down my road, I saw a plastic bag out of the corner of my eye. So I pulled on my brakes as hard as I could and I stopped and picked up the plastic bag. Just this one plastic bag. But as I was riding, I noticed more and more rubbish. So every time I saw rubbish, big or small, I decided to pick it up until I could no longer carry it. At the end of the road, I had cigarette packets, I had beer bottles, I had a book, I had several plastic bags, I had plastic wrappers, and there was so much more that I could have picked up. This is just one road, in one town, in one shire.
4 years ago, my class was learning about waste and why it's important to recycle. Me and my two best friends decided we would start a recycling club. With the help of our teacher, we organised our classmates and started taking action. I had so many ideas I decided to start a blog and share them with the world. Did you know there is so much plastic in our oceans that the currents push it all into the same place and make these massive floating islands of rubbish, and the poor fish have to swim in that? What's this all about? So my mission is to get everybody to think about waste and recycling, and reducing, reusing, repairing and recycling. So my challenge for you is to save all your rubbish for a week and have a look and see how much you're making and see what you can do to reduce it. If you need any inspiration, you can visit my website. It's up there.